So my big question is, why are language issues so politicized and so emotionally charged in various parts of the world? For example, if you look at the recent events in Spain and in the region of Catalonia, the issue of the Catalan language has been front and center in some of the debates on whether or not Catalonia should be an independent country. People in Spain are using language as a differentiating marker of identity. So for the Catalans, they are not Spaniards because they do not speak Spanish as their native language. They consider their native language to be Catalan. And if we know the history of Catalonia, then we know that under Generalissimo Franco, who was a dictator of Spain, he repressed the Catalan language. So repressing the language can often be repressing the people and their identity. I look in particular at finding answers to this question at the Balkans in Europe, especially in the former Yugoslavia. Language there has been a political football that has been used by all sides for, I would say, at least 200 years. In Yugoslavia itself, there was an ideology that everybody in that country were together in a single state in a kind of brotherhood and unity, and the official dogma of the government was then to enforce a unified Serbo-Croatian, or some people called it Croato-Serbian language. This is a language that would be a language of broader communication for all 22 million Yugoslav citizens, and it was meant to erase differences that existed among various ethnicities within the country: Serbs, Croats, Muslims of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Montenegrins for Serbo-Croatian for that language. What I particularly wanted to see and understand is why, when Yugoslavia broke up, that language that was perhaps artificially constructed also broke up into 4 new languages: Bosnian, Croatian, Montenegrin, and Serbian. Many people say that those languages are all part of one language still, but that this is a political divide, that this is a political conspiracy almost to create 4 separate peoples, using language as the key identifier. I think fundamentally what I'm learning is language is essential for all identities and all peoples. And so we have the way we speak marks us for who we are, and it creates allegiances with others who might speak in a similar way. Take, for example, somebody like me who is from New York. New Yorkers have a specific dialect. When we meet each other hundreds and thousands of kilometers away from New York, and we hear somebody with our New York dialect, we immediately feel a sense of connectedness to one another because we speak in a similar way. We might say coffee, and we hear the word coffee or coffee. Now I can't do it because I live somewhere far away from New York, but when I'm there, it all comes back. We feel a sense of connectedness, and it is part of our identity. I'm very proud, for instance, as a New Yorker, that I say the word orange, because this is a New York dialect. And I might even overemphasize that when I'm in other parts of the United States or overseas speaking English to other people, so that people might pick up on my New York origins and we can make that instant connection. So language, in what Benedict Anderson would call his terms, is something that really helps create that imagined community of people. And I'm sure the same can be said about New Zealanders as well.